Hello everyone and welcome to this epic Yin Yoga practice. In this video, I will guide you through a full body sequence of relaxing postures, and we will organize things a little differently today. We're going to do everything on one side before we switch and do the other side. I have found this to be a really powerful way to move energy in the body. So welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga. Welcome back to the Yin Yoga Challenge where we're on day number 21. You won't need any props for today's practice. We'll just go ahead and begin our epic Yin Yoga practice. We'll begin in child's pose. So climb onto hands and knees. Bring your knees to a comfortable width from one another and settle your hips back. And begin by breathing into the back body. As you exhale, feel yourself decompressing, beginning this process of unwinding. The next breath spreads across the back of the heart. Exhale and soften down into the points of contact your body has with the floor, knees, forehead, palm. Another deep breath into your spine now. Exhale and soften the spine into the body. Resting here for another moment. Begin to connect with yourself and your state of being. How are you doing right now? And seeing if you can let go of whatever's not needed on the mat right now. Fully entering into this practice, into this time of self-care. Slowly rise up and sit to one side to bring the legs in front of you. We'll come into half butterfly with the left leg forward and the right foot bent to the inner upper thigh. And come forward over your leg, or option to angle more toward the inside of the leg. And this is the first of what's going to be a kind of an epic series on one side. We'll do the whole sequence on one side and then on the other. This is a favorite way of mine to practice. So let's arrive right here in this first segment, this stretch of the back body, the left leg, over the back of the left hip, back of the neck lengthening as the head relaxes. And slowly come up and feel the spine upright as we make our way into half shoelace pose, taking the right knee on top of the left knee, or as close of an approximation to that as you can get. Feel free to sit on a cushion for any or all of this sequence. We come forward now and notice the difference of how this stretch feels in the back of the legs and the back of the spine. For some people, this is a more intense hamstring stretch, and for others, it's more intense in the lower back. And for others, it's more intense everywhere. Noticing what you feel and breathing into it. and slowly come up. And now the third part of our hamstring trio is half frog pose. Take your right foot, bend it the other way, bend the knee the other way, and this foot could be really close into the hip if that feels good, or you can have some space and have it out to the side. And you can even play around with this knee coming farther back or farther forward. The angles again are up to you as you make your way forward. Option to go directly toward the leg or to angle inside the leg, an option to use support under your seat, a cushion or a folded blanket. And notice how this different orientation of your back leg, which creates a different orientation of your pelvis, how does this affect your hamstring stretch in your left leg? Settle into stillness if you can, with a steady breath pattern. Release now, slowly come up and keep the legs pretty much how they are, because we are not done yet with our epic one side. From here, we're taking it into half saddle. So we'll come back onto the elbows, tucking this right foot close as you can to get a stretch in the front of the right thigh and the front of the right hip. And maybe you'll come farther onto your back. Maybe using a bolster is the right thing for you today, or some kind of cushion under your back body. Option to bend the left knee, or to keep the left leg straight, or to bend the knee and open it out to the side, or to hug the knee in toward the chest. And feel the back body nestling into the floor. And feel this kind of a one-sided back bend, stretching the front of the hip, front of the right thigh. Let yourself soften into this shape. Slowly rise up from half saddle. And here is where it starts to get interesting. I'm going to take this left foot in and just kind of tuck it under to kneel on it, so we can come into this one-legged prone frog position, right knee out to the side. And take a moment here on the elbows. We have like a half sphinx pose going on here. Little back bend in the left side of the back, while also stretching into the inner right thigh. And breathe into what you feel here. And now slowly begin to make your way into a twist, threading the left arm under the right for our one-legged twist, opening the right arm out to the right side. Option to use props if you want to put a block or a folded blanket under your right knee or under your foot or under your head. And now the last option for this extravaganza is to take it into cat's tail pose. Bend the left knee up and hold on to it with the right hand and open the right shoulder farther back. Now you might need head support for this. I like head support for this, so I'm going to slide my blanket under. The block can also work for head support. You can also use props under the right knee and or under the right foot. And sometimes it's a matter of finding the right clasp on the foot. Once you do have a clasp that feels good, you can start to send the left knee back in space so that you get this nice back bend of the left side of the body and a lot of length between the left knee and the low ribs. And if cat's tail isn't working for you, just stay in the prior twist, the one-legged twist. Find your breath steadily moving in and out of your body. And slowly release. We're going to take this right arm up and all the way over to meet the left and curl up into a ball on the left side. Rest on your side. You can use your arm for a pillow if you'd like, and take a few moments here to feel the energy flowing through after all of those poses on one side. Good, let's slowly press up now and come to a seated position to begin the second side. With the right leg forward and the left leg bent. And we'll come back, or come forward, I should say, over the right leg, beginning our hamstring trio. Breathe into the back of the right leg as you relax your shoulders and relax your spine. Slowly now come up. And from your upright spine, we'll take the left knee on top of the right for half shoelace pose. Come forward over the leg. And in any of these variations, but this one in particular, if you find that it's hard to get your body weight forward enough to actually get a stretch, then a cushion or blanket under your seat or even a bolster can make quite the difference. Wherever you are, take a breath in and exhale. Soften into it a little bit more. And release now to come up and find a half frog position. Flip the left foot around to the outer hip. Find the right angle of left knee and foot and thigh and shin so that you can come forward and feel this different way of stretching into the hamstrings on the right leg. And release to come upright with the spine, making your way into half saddle with the left leg staying where it is. You could tuck it in a little closer to the hip as you come onto your elbows or all the way onto your back. Option to keep the right leg straight or bend the knee or hug it into the chest or open it out to the side. And once you've landed in your position, breathe into your body and breathe out to soften into the front of the hip, into the thigh. Slowly now, begin to extract yourself from half saddle, coming upright. And we'll do this funny move where we tuck the right foot in and kneel a little bit on the right shin just to get that leg back behind us and open the left knee out to the side for one-legged frog. Propping on the elbows to find this embedded half sphinx position. Feel into the body, especially into the left inner thigh, lower back and sacrum. Now we'll take it into our one-legged twist, threading the right arm under the left arm, outside of the right shoulder to the floor, and move your hips around till you get into this wonderful twisted shape. Arranging whatever props you need, arranging whatever you need to with your limbs to find total comfort and ease here. Feel now into the body, into the twist that's happening in the spine. Option to use this right hand to anchor the leg over to the side if that feels good in your spine. And slowly now shift to cat's tail, optionally, unless you're gonna stay in the one-legged twist. If you're taking cat's tail, bend the right foot up, hold it with the left hand, and arrange whatever support you need under knee, foot, and or head. And if you ever get confused in cat's tail, which a lot of times happens, it's the bottom leg. That's the foot you want to be holding with your hand. The leg that's in contact with the floor. And breathe in and out as you feel this back bend happening simultaneously with a twist. Slowly release cat's tail. Take the left arm up above the head and cross over so left arm meets the right, and lift both knees up to curl up on your side, resting in a fetal position, curling up. Breathe here. Feel the sensations in your body after now equal sides, having done both parts of that epic sequence on two sides. And now you can come into your final meditation, which is your choice of lying on your back in Shavasana or sitting upright in a seated meditation. Use any support under your seat if you're sitting, whatever you need to be comfortable here. And now take a breath into your belly and into your heart. Exhale. And this energy that flows through the body is the nectar of the practice. This time after practice, when we sit quietly and simply feel, is the most potent time of the practice. And the sutra that I'm going to share with you today speaks to this nectar of the practice. Sutra number 42 from the Radiance Sutras. With one sweep of attention, gather in the whole universe and remember it as your body of bliss. The deep rhythms of life pulsating, stir an ambrosia, flowing and overflowing everywhere. Drink the nectar of all-pervading joy from the radiant cup that is this very body. End of sutra. Take an inhaling breath. Exhale. Place the palms together in front of the heart to chant Om 3 times. Gently, we'll inhale. And we'll close the session here. Namaste. I hope you feel amazingly peaceful and satisfied after this practice. If you feel you need to rest in stillness and quiet for a little longer, you might pause the video at this point. I want to thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I have over 200 Yin Yoga videos organized into helpful playlists. If you're serious about deepening your knowledge of Yin Yoga, you might check out my online Yin Yoga teacher certification program. This class has been part of the 30-day Yin Yoga challenge, and if you haven't signed up for the challenge, you can sign up at challenge.devidaily.com. Starting on the day you sign up, you'll get daily emails with a direct link to the video of the day to help keep you on track with the program. And you'll also immediately receive a calendar along with a PDF guide for the program and a posture gallery. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I hope the rest of your day flows beautifully.